Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Mahomes. They got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Green 39. Green 39. Left.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first.
Left. Ace.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, Washington. And some room to run now. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talked about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
OP. Check. 4 down. Low.
Throwing again. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And now it's blocked. Butker now to kick this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Carr. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. On first, here's Washington. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Nelson left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Carr gives it off to Washington. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Carr throwing on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's complete to Kelsey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They pitch to Washington. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. Bring it. Down. Waiting.
On 1st down, Carr. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Washington. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Hey, Raider 2. Hey, Purdue.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. Carr now on third and goal. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Here comes Nelson. Shedding through the defense. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Get down, get down. 185. Go, go. 694.
From the gun, it's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Carr. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Vontaze Burfict coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive in Washington. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
734. 93.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr on the give. It's Washington. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Monday down. Go, go. 6:37. We're good.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll try the counter with Washington. A strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Washington. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Washington. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Going deep here for Bryant. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ace!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And a spin again. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st down, Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
You got him. You got him. You got him. 694.
Right back to Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets around him. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On the toss play, this is Washington. Down right around the 25. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Back to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run with Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, Raider 2. Hey, Raider 2.
And they'll run it here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go Chiefs. Right now.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Second and 10 now from the 27. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect. Third and a mile.
Go! Left!
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.